Good evening, everyone. Welcome to that second video in the Self-Care Sunday series. I know it's late. We're almost at the end of Sunday Pacific time, and you're probably going to watch it on Monday. So I hope this is going to help you start the day fresh and inspired. Of course, this is MJ Yogi. Everybody's asleep right now. It's not that late, but we were very tired, and I took a lot of care of my family members in the backyard. We're getting ready for spring planting and lots of exciting project in our yard, hence the late video for you. I wanted to talk to you about mindfulness the same way that I talked about it in my blog. I was mentioning to you that two ways to practice mindfulness. I'm sure there's others, like probably at least a dozen or more, and maybe you can help me out and share how you practice mindfulness on a daily basis or once in a while. That would be interesting to share those ideas. I wanted to talk to you about time and mindfulness. It seems kind of interesting that sometimes we need to slow down and create time in our life, in our schedule, to find mindfulness, and sometimes by practicing mindfulness, we decide to create more time for ourselves. So either way, works well. Hopefully you can find one in the other that works for you. So my little story was about time, just because I always had an interesting relationship with time. And I'm sure that, with this society nowadays, it's not hard to have somewhat of a difficult relationship with time. It seems like we're always wasting time, or losing time, or running out of time. I hardly ever heard from anyone around me that we have something positive to say about time. Like, I don't have time. It seems like that's the motto. So a little bit more than a year ago, from not this last holiday, but the holiday before, I was due for a new watch. Something happened, like my watch was loose and it fell, and one of the cars, rolled on it. So it was kind of broken. I wore it for a while, and at some point I didn't really was happy with that. I found a good, eco-friendly watch online, as said my husband. That would be a good gift for me for the holiday, and which he did. And when I got it, I realized that the way the bracelet was done was not working for my wrist, so I had to return it. Went back to my old watch for a while, and then I'm like, I really need to find a watch. And then one day we were shopping for some other things for the kids, and I was at the outlet and decided to buy a cheap watch, because I was like, hey, it's just to be on time, look at time when I don't have my phone nearby, because I don't want to always have to carry it with me. So I did that, but I kind of I was hesitant, and I should have known, because, sometimes, or I would say oftentimes, if not all the time, when we're in doubt, maybe we should wait. Maybe there's this gut feeling or this intuition that tells us, something's not right with this. And there was nothing wrong with the watch, but it was just not the right watch for me. So second time, returning the watch, and I don't know how that happened, but I saw this watch on Etsy, and I will post a picture because I don't think you're going to see it well. That's a watch / bracelet, so it's like a multiple wrist leather band that are wrapped around my wrist. So that's how the bracelet is made. And there's a pattern that looks like fleur-de-lis, so it's kind of representative of French, French language for me. So I fell in love with it. It was not expensive. I ordered it, and ever since I'm so happy because I found the watch that was for me. The funny thing about that is that now that I have this watch, I decided really mindfully, consciously, to have a better relationship with time. I tend to be tight or late, running quickly out the door, forgetting something, be out of breath, feeling guilty. That's been, most of my life. And I was really tired of it, and that was a habit I was having such a hard time to break. But when I found this watch, I promise myself that because I have something so beautiful, something that I'm so happy looking at, that would be, like I guess you say in English, lucky charm. In French, we would say porte bonheur. But that would be my way to be on time. I wouldn't say that every day I wear this, I'm always on time. Sometimes I'm not. But I have a better relationship with time anyway because I don't feel the guilt. I just forgive myself, and I'm looking at how I could have done better, what should be changed for so next time I'm on time. I don't know if there's anything like this that you have in your life, like maybe an object or I don't know, whatever it would be. If you have a story that's similar to that, or if you have another way to bring mindfulness in your life, please share in the comment below. I would love to hear from you. I kind of feel that sometimes I'm talking to myself, I know that we're all busy and there's not a lot of us out there here so far. And I'm not going to stop just because there's maybe a dozen of us like doing the Self-Care Sunday, because I think it's important, and the number doesn't do not hold the only importance, but I think the quality of people that we have in the group is what is important. So share something below about how you create mindfulness in your life, or if you have any object like this that helps you bring more mindfulness or ritual. Because it's all about getting from a habit to having something that is meaningful, that helps us create ritual. And when there's a ritual, there's always more like looking forward to it than like, oh, I have to do this. So hope it helps, and we'll see each other next Sunday. Have a wonderful week and talk soon.